Hey everyone, I'm Josie Lin, and very nice to see you all here. I haven't used my training room for a long time because I jump up the ship of the R brand and to become like EXP broker here. So I don't need to even worry about the training anymore. So I used to train here, but this is my office. I think some of you don't know me. I am the key promoter, master broker, and one of the principal of KDA Shentang. And I'm also the HOA president here. I have a lot of project in hand, but it's good to have this opportunity. I can share all of you, and especially I appreciate my partner Daniel bring so many of Dollars team here to experience our KDA Shentang. And later on, you can explore my new business model out there. Anyway, you look at this. My company called UMRE Group, and we are going to focus more on the commercial side. We call UMRE Commercial Group, and we partner. It's our network under the EXP. A lot of people might not like, might have like a negative image about EXP, but they didn't realize actually. I know most of you are EXP agents, so you recognize the value, but most of them, they didn't even know we are having the value network. What is a value network? Because of the so-called MMM, we got each other group. We are glued together. So that's the beauty of it. And I reject EXP about 6 years ago. But I decided to open my mind to join it. And now I'm very happy. The reason is I don't even need to worry about my agent's question anymore. Okay. I've been hosting the R brand for almost like 15 years, but I was not treated well. If you like to if you like to know more about the story I experienced to be some of the talking topic when you try to attract other team member, I can share with you. Okay, today we are going to have this is our group leader, and I want to share with you. Because they are all successful productive agent. But productive agent doesn't mean you can have a chance to learn, how to earn more of the passive income, how to earn more about the business model. And actually, most of the agents are so smart, but you don't even know the business model can help you to make money in no time. Okay? So this is what I want to share with you. So today's icebreaker, it's me, and I want to share with you some of the concept. Okay, so the icebreaker, we prepare to engage in interactive exercise that we can engage about that communication, collaboration, a sense of this is not camaraderie. Sorry, that is not my language among participants. Okay, so a real estate agent, actually, I want to share this idea. What's your limit? Your limit is yourself. What's your limit? Time, 24 hours. Okay, and also your mindset. If you say I'm just like a buyer's agent, I always help a client to buy properties. I'm not going to help client to list the property. So you have a streamlined, you have like a fixed mindset. So you will never ever cross the mind to buy something different, to do something different. But honestly, this is my experience. Based on my experience, most of the real estate agents are very, very capable in sales. Sales actually is the key of today's economy. If you are not good sales, sorry, the economy cannot even fly. So, but how can we utilize your sales technique and kind of leverage yourself, because you only have a 24 hours, about like 5 years ago. No, 10 years ago, when I was our brand agent. Our brand agent, they have like a 100% agent the reward. 100% agent. That's meaning you make the money for $100,000 commission and platinum. I am the sole person 10 years ago. No matter how hard I'm trying, I can barely reach the platinum. Platinum is 250,000. That's about 10 years ago. I don't know how I can reach that. It's so hard because I'm a sole person. I run solo. So that's why we need a team. That's why we need to leverage each other. So, and also, most of the agent, I dare to say, most of the agent are taxi driver because we are waiting for people to wave to us. Hey, I want your service. Come to me. But do you want to be that type of person? Yes, a lot of agents told me, hey, I'm doing my business by referral. You know what is a referral meaning? Meaning when people think about you. And how you can let people think about you. You have to keep, do advertisement, make call, chasing deals. So, but when can you, for example, when can you be relaxed, not even having the trouble, not even having a trouble to chase the deal? Then you have to think twice how to utilize your time and your like a mindset. Okay, so I'm glad I changed my mind at my age of 54. Okay, so you can calculate my okay, here, this is EXP. I'm not here to sell EXP, but I want to share with you why I joined them. Because I'm a very, very practical person. Okay, why EXP? Have you ever think about, because we have so many people here, so I can barely ask each one of you why EXP. But most of my agent, why EXP? Like Christine, why EXP? Because I move, so you move with me. They don't have a choice, right? Next, is that right? Because I move, right? So most of my team, they move because of me. That's the broker's value in the past, okay? But the platform is very important. All right. So now what EXP offer? I don't know if you know what EXP offer. There's one called Value Network. What is a Value Network? Because they have a team building with a revenue share. And revenue share, probably somebody, from that corner probably say, I don't care about that, the revenue share. But revenue share, that's meaning you don't even need to work so hard. You only need to do once. Just like a royalty. So you don't, hey, here, you can sit there. Okay, so this is the something who, when I was a broker, I have to keep recruiting agents. Hey, can you stay with me? I have to do retain. I have to do, so many things. So that's not a value network. That's a long process to maintain people. Okay, cutting edge. So that's meaning that's the money out there. And also utilize your time. Second of all, cutting edge technology. They have a cloud support. So that's meaning I don't really need to ask my broker anymore. I don't need to be the broker to be asked. And also the Regis office. Why? They let you go everywhere you want. And so that's money and time savings. And then equipped with tools. Because they give you a lot of, most of the platform, when I was with our brand, they have a lot of tools offer me. Okay, so that's why so that's all the brokerage they are offering. So when I was EXP, I have this offer. Hey, Engine, come on. This is a famous team from Houston's residential. Okay, CK team. Okay, then I want to share with you so we have a tool. But if you are like a solo by yourself, you have to shop a lot of tools. You have to go to register a lot of stuff and then get a lot of third party. So that's why I joined EXP. People ask me, why you don't want to do your own? I say, you know what? Start from scratch is hard. Yes. We got a previous our brand owner here as well. Okay, we are all our brand owner. Okay, and then own the company. This is the beauty of it. I love own the company concept because when I was with our brand about like 2012, our brand is doing 2012 or 2013. Our brand was doing IPO, and I was so excited because I'm owning the brokerage. So I called them. I said, can I buy any kind of share because I'm a franchise owner? But unfortunately, they told me you have to go to the public market. But EXP provide me an opportunity to buy their stock. And right now, how many percentage are they owned by agent? 50?
70% of the stock is still owned by agents.
Yes. So that's the beauty of it. You got a piece of your skin out there. But you say, is that important to me? Yes. Trust me. Okay, let me put this way. January, our stock worth for, how much is that, Angie? Stock worth for what? $18? Or $10? $10? Now it's 18.
In January it was 10.
$10. Right now it's $18. So if I own $5,000 at that time, right now it's $9,900 worth. So they offer you to own their stock. Okay, so that's why I joined them, because I think they try to reward agent little. I don't need to put my skin on certain game and to earn the commission, because all the commission is only tips. It's not a big chunk. Okay, and then also get your split back. I love it because I'm Icon. I got my split back already. Okay, so and my split come back with the stock. So that's interesting because we keep growing. Okay. And then mentor program. Okay, if you are so tired to do deal anymore, you can concentrate on helping agents, because we are having a big platform. We have 80,000 agents, 90,000 agents. There are always new agents coming. If you are a very famous mentor, and then you always get a split, why not? Let other people to run around. All right. Okay. Employee benefit. Okay, this is something I actually really experienced. Look at that, because I want to grow my company as a corporate. I don't want my company only stay in a mom and pop shop. So I start to utilize ask my assistant to check if this is possible. How can we get a better insurance program? And we shop around and around. And you know what? Clearwater, the special connect, are they affiliate or no?
Affiliate.
Yeah, affiliate insurance company. They offer the best deal. And I do have the comparison. I'm not trying to sell their stuff. I just want to tell you, everything goes numbers. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so you see this all related, money and time. But there's another thing. Now I want to put this, because I want to quantify your benefit besides hands-on commission. You probably can have a 10 deal close, but you know how much time you need to spend. But do you know you miss a big time? I know most of you EXP agent, let's evaluate if you ever really receive this type of stuff. The first part, this section 1600, this is for the realty agent. The next row is for CRE agent. Okay, the value network. If you have a sponsor 6 productive agent, you have a 16,800 passive income. That's besides your split with them. Okay, so I want to share with you. But if you are a CRE agent, commercial real estate agent, that's a 21,000, because CRE our cap is 20,000. Then cutting edge technology. How I come up with this number? Because like an EXP World Broker Service Regis, I'm not counting EXP World. I only count the broker service and Regis. The Regis, usually the membership, that's meaning office expense. So the membership is about $300. Okay, plus the broker service, that's talking about like a $200, because I'm not talking about you have a split. We are just giving them the fair fair fee. So 6,000, you saw that. That's meaning this is annually, okay? Equipped with tools, I have a KV Core Skylab and build out CRE site. That's meaning you have to spend more for 9,000. And then KV Core. Why I say KV Core? Because KV Core, I went to buy their stuff, $500 per month. 3 years ago they are talking about 14,000. So that's very expensive. So I want to let you know KV Core is very important. If you haven't set up your KV Core, let your team leader know. We will find a resource for you, because that is a very efficient and the most, because I shop before I joined EXP. Then I end up subscribe that. And then I joined EXP. Then I spent about 6,000 over that year. All right. So on the company side, do you ever know you have the opportunity to buy their stock? How many of you set up your stock EXP entrepreneur account? You didn't, right? No. See? Miss big time. I want to share with you 5% of your commission. You can buy EXP's stock for 10% discount. You miss big time because they match you 10%. Why you don't earn that 10%? If you are at a 401k, right? You always want your employer to match with you. Why you don't match it? Look at that. If I spend 5,000 a year at the beginning and 5,000 the beginning of the year, right now it worth almost 10. Why you don't do that? If you haven't set up, Daniel, it's your job. Help them to set up. Okay? All right. So there's another thing. Mentor program. Okay. Oh, no. Get your split back. If you are Icon, you get your split back. And I got my split back. Okay? And then, so that's meaning I only pay my E&O only. Anyway, mentor program. 3 agents with 1 million worth sales. If you are a realty mentor, you can collect 10% of their commission. But if you are a CIE mentor, 50%. Okay? So that is the money. You only need to talk. You don't need to run around. Okay? You sell your experience. Here, employee benefit, just like what I say, at least the Clearwater insurance save you $100 per month. So you save the 12,000. So this is the EXP offer me right now because I'm on the platform. So this is your checklist. Think about whatever you miss, what you need to add up. Okay? So I'm a number person. You feel free to challenge me all the numbers. I need to have a number making sense. Make me to make the movement. Okay? So right now, okay, this is the aha. How many have you missed? Don't miss whatever you have already in your head. Okay, so this is the point I want to share with you. But now it's time for Daniel. But later on, I will give you more exciting about my Excel. If you like the Excel. All right? Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Josie. I'll hold it.
Yeah. No. Okay. Thank you. It's your time.
Nice. All right. Welcome, Houston. We just came in from Dallas, 6 a.m. Where's our Dallas crew? We got 10 of you guys. Here to support. So I'm really glad that we did this. Thank you, Christian and Kathy and Josie, for coming up with this collab group to come together. Because a lot of you guys haven't really talked to each other, met each other. Later on at 3 to 5, we'll just have a real estate networking event just to meet each other more. It's important that our group, our organization, gets to understand what we are. Right? You guys are part of it because of, like Josie said, because she moved, so it just kind of, you just moved over. but you didn't understand the power of the club, this real estate club that we're creating. So I don't think this link goes to another for another event. But you know, I want to kind of share what We Partners Network is. You guys are all part of it. That's in Josie's organization, under Calvin's organization, under Kathy and Christian's organization as well. What I did was did an R&D, rip off and duplicate. So I saw another leader that had 18,000 people in his organization. And I just looked at it like, okay, what he can do, we can do. So you just duplicate. So they created a network, a real estate club. But for my background, I'm on the commercial real estate side. So I'm sourcing deals, looking for off-market properties. I enjoy helping agents because when I was running 2 brokerages before, 2 franchises, I understood that agents needed help. But it's not just doing deals. They also need to invest in real estate. So when I moved over to this platform of EXP, it just allowed us to create this real estate club of different real estate entrepreneurs coming in. You know, so I have people who aren't building a team; they're just doing off-market deals. So I have a younger group that in their 20s. They're looking for RV parks, and you know they've already closed on 4 deals this year. Calvin and I are purchasing another property under contract, off-market deal as well. So I also invest in property. I have about million square feet of retail. I mean, if you want to say in the average out $200 a square foot, that's the assets my kids will inherit, right? But they can gamble it away, right? They can sell it, whatever they want to do if I'm not here in the future. But what we're creating is a real estate club, and that's of entrepreneurs. And that is what the legacy I'm building up for my children. Because you can give them assets, you can give them money. You don't know what they're going to do with it. But if you give them people, right, like-minded like Ricky, give them Darnell, right, or your children in the future as they start being part of this club. You know, that is the power of this network. And it's not like multi-level. It's just basically I connected you because of Josie, and then you bring your own, you manage your own network of agents or team members or partners. So that's why when we created the name, we just called it We Partners Network. You guys are part of it. You can use it. You can create your own network because you guys have the collab group, and you guys run with that. You know, but you guys also are part of that. You know, and Josie has her UMRE, her UMAX Connect. She has, you know, her network. You guys can do the same thing. We're all on the same level. When we're part of this platform, it just allows us to be on the same level. Hua came with me from Dallas. He asked me, hey, do I have to be a broker to build up my network? No. You are the same level with me to grow if you want to. All right? So we have a mission, you know, basically connecting real estate entrepreneurs globally in a supporting and a collaborative environment by leveraging the opportunities to create wealth, community, and legacy. And that is what you guys here in Houston, you guys can leverage Josie. You can leverage Christian and Kathy. They just bought a coffee tea shop off of Bel Air. They're going to make it a hub, like a real estate hub for entrepreneurs, not just for real estate, but it's just basically a kind of like what EXP Success Cafe is doing, but they're taking it to the next level, and they're calling it 10x boba. And besides the boba milk tea, what does boba mean, Kathy? Did you guys figure it out?
I mean, I know for don't.
Something about business opportunities.
Business owners building alliances.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Business owners building alliance. So they're creating a network of business owners, right? So that also involves real estate because every business owner either has to have a real estate warehouse, whatever it is. So I know our group is going to grow. We're about 170 plus. And from there, it just continues to grow. Because if every one of you got one person to team up with you, to partner up with you, that's already 300 something, right? When you're at when our group is at 300, same thing, duplication. It'll be at 600. So the effect is actually getting faster. Because I remember when I hit 50, it took me a while. But from there, it just like jumped to 100, 150. And I know by year end, it'll be 300. And it's not stopping. Because you guys aren't stopping. We're not stopping. So... all right. So my direct sponsor is James Huang. He's our EXP commercial president. He brought me over, not understanding, kind of like what Josie, right? When he came over, I came over. And not understanding the platform, the growth, the potential, the opportunity. And so he's running the commercial division. And it's not easy running a new company with this residential company, trying to change their mindset. and just try to keep it pure commercial is not easy because I talk to him weekly. And but after 2.5 years, he's finally got these residential founders to understand like, hey, it needs to be a pure commercial. We need the right leadership, and it takes time. And that's what Jim is hard work. Because if you see him, and you can see how, doing everything online, cloud-based is not easy running a corporation, right? So James, if you're hearing this, I give him props because I could not be in that position. But I know how much hard work he does for us on the commercial side, and he'll continue to do that because he has a vision and he wants to achieve really the impossible, right? Creating a platform that's very disruptive. And I believe what he's doing because he's pulling a lot of good people over as leaders. EXP, same thing. EXP didn't really take off. If you look at the history, it took them how many years to get to 88,000, right? But if you look at pre-pandemic, less than 30,000. So then it grew to 80,000. Why? Leadership. So once your platform or company starts finding the right leaders, right, then it starts taking off. The luxury side, EXP was never known as a luxury brand on the residential side, right? Compass, Sotheby's, these were the branded companies. Well, what happens when leaders from Compass or Sotheby's start joining EXP and start taking off and running with it? Well, then it starts creating that brand. So we have the opportunity to create that commercial brand. It takes time, right? But you need to find the right leaders. So, John just joined on the commercial side, and with our connections, and just later on, and your wife is in the interior design aspect for commercial spaces, which is great. So those are things that we have in our network, right? So you just add more talent, bringing more to the table. Everyone of us has that. So, this is UME partnership benefits. So this is what Josie will be talking about. And really, I just wanted to kind of share, if anyone has questions about network, organization, rev share, because the purpose of this meeting is really you guys, because you guys are in EXP already. And I just want to make sure that you guys are clear. So when you guys build up your team, you guys are clear what you're doing. So if you want me to share anything else, or if you have any questions, I want to make it interactive. This is not me today just to speak to you guys. It's really if you guys have questions of, how do you build up, or do you understand what revenue share looks like? I can go over kind of Gene Frederick. Gene Frederick's one of our leader partners. He's our upline. He has about 18,000 people in the organization. So he's making close to $1.5 million per month. So from there, you can understand rev share is important, right? And he had 7 kW offices. He's a residential guy, right? So, but he doesn't do any more deals because what he does is found good partners. So, and even our leaders would say, hey, you need to stop chasing deals, right? You need to build up your team, help them out, help them build up wealth, and then you're going to build a legacy. Because if you're just doing deals yourself, you're not building a legacy. Because when something happens, you stop doing deals, there's no more income. So either you build up equity, buying properties, or build up a team, right? Because you can do multiple things at the same time. So I can go over rev share. I'll just do a little quick. If what it looks like to get 10, because Darnell, you're an icon agent already, right? And you're building up your team. But what does that look like with your team? Because one thing is, how do you tell your team to start growing, right? How are you helping your team grow? So, and I'm going to use the realty numbers. So we all understand what's our gross commission income to cap on the realty. 16,000, but what is the GCI?
80,000.
Okay, so 80,000. This is GCI times what? 20%, right? We all know this number, and you guys need to practice it putting on paper. This is our cap. Do we understand where this 20% goes? Do you guys know? Where does the 20% go? Goes to EXP, right? Okay, what does EXP do with that 20%?
Invest at 50 goes to agent revenue, 25% goes to the broker support, and then 25% goes to stock.
Okay.
No?
Yes, you're right. you get a cookie. So if we look at this, 50% goes to rev share. So this company shares 50% of its revenue back to agents, okay? Because we're cloud-based, we were able to cut that real estate, we were able to cut costs, okay? We are the new model. Second is the rest of the money, it goes towards stocks to buy stocks for the Icon agents because the money they have to buy it back for you. It's not preferred stocks, common stocks. And then operations. So the other 50% goes towards operations and buying stocks to the company. That's where the money goes to, okay? Now, when you get tier one, right, Darnell, you're bringing agents in, you brought Ricky in, right? Ricky, when you do a transaction, Darnell will get 3.5%, sorry, handwriting, 3.5% of your GCI. So that would be, if you capped, this is $2,800. Okay, not a whole lot, but that's something, right? But what if you found 10 people like this? You found 10 Rickies. Ricky, you're a hustler. You're growing a team as well, right? So you find 10 people. This is right here, $28,000. That covered your costs in the company. Yeah, I know, it's going down. Everything's going downhill after that. So that is tier one. Right? You can do 5 people, you can do 10 people, you can do 100 people. It's up to you, right? But we teach getting 10 leaders, 10 partners, finding 10 friends to just partner up with you. Any part of the country. They don't have to be just in Houston, right? Ernesto is working on people in different markets, right? Christian as well, right? So Josh, Joel, Anna, everyone has the ability to connect with people. So, I mean, that you can do that in another brokerage. So when I'm trying to explain to you, like, you can build anywhere, right? It's not you're building up your partners. So think of them as your partners, then you're going to grow. If you're just like, oh, I just want to find some agents and come in, well, that means you're going to be managing agents. That's why Josie says, I don't want to manage people. Then find your leaders. Find the people you don't want to manage. So then we go to tier 2. Well, tier 2, because you have 5 or more people now, is equal to 4%. So your tier 2 equals to 4, which is equal to, make this smaller, $3,200. Okay? But remember, like Ricky's growing his team. And if everyone was growing a team of 10, so 10 times 10, this is equal to 100 people. Multiply that. That is $320,000. So add that up is $348K. Sorry. $348K. So do the math. If I was investing in a shopping center and I wanted a 6% cap rate, how much do I have to invest to net 348? Got the math guy right here. So if I wanted 6% return, how much do I have to invest cash?
5.8 million.
There you go. So I have to save up $5.8 million to buy a shopping center to net that amount. Who has $5.8 million laying around? Not the average person, right? Even the top real estate agent doesn't have 5.8 laying around. They got to leverage, right? That's taking risk. I mean, we're building a network. That takes risk. That takes time too, right? But we did this in 2.5 years, Calvin and I, right? And we're still building, and it's helping you guys too. It's not just for me, right? So if you look at this model, why it's growing is because we're building a community, right? And we're collaborating because you guys are doing deals. Yes, deals are important, yes, right? But there's more than just deals. So that's what we want to make sure you guys know, that there's more than just deals. Because you're doing deals already, you're talking to the other broker. I got an email from Calvin today, and there are 2 people in our CCIM organization in Dallas that joined EXP through another residential group. and for some reason they didn't know that we were in EXP, right? So Calvin forwarded me the email because they said, hey, I heard that you're also in the EXP. We're in the EXP, just joined too. And that just stabbed him in the heart, just like, and because they're a big sponsor of that chapter too. So just by connecting and talking to people, making sure people know what you're doing and explaining, all we're doing is sharing. I don't like say, hey, you need to join EXP. No, I just want to share what we're doing. You understand the model. Do you understand what you're saying no to? Because 6 years ago when Tom Chong called me, I said no. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm a broker. I got my stuff. I didn't know what I was saying no to. So most people, when they don't understand the model, they say no, or they hear it. They say, oh, you're just recruiting. What brokerage is not recruiting? KW, they hire team leaders. They're paid staff. Versus us, we're not being paid. Yes, we get paid through revenue share, but we are our own business. So our motivation is different because we want to create a sense of ownership, a sense of community. Where the team leaders are different because they're getting paid a salary. They have to meet a certain quota or else they're going to get fired, right? I mean, you were in that role with the recruiting before in the other companies, right? If you don't make your mark, if you're not cold calling, finding agents, setting up, that's a job. Versus this is not a job. This is a sense of I want to build something together and create value. So main thing is you have to understand, like, if you're wanting to build, you got to create value or partner up with people and leverage, right? So you guys can leverage us, like Josie, myself, Christian, Kathy, all of us together to build. So that's all really, and we, of course, remember, how many levels do we have? Okay, just want to make sure. So we have up to tier 7. I only focus on tier 1 and 2, possibly 3, because 2 and 3 are my largest groups, right? 4, 5, and why is 4, 5, and 6 small? Is because my tier 3 doesn't understand the platform yet. So as a leader, I got to sit down with my tier 3, right? I got to sit down with my tier 2 to tell them, like, hey, do you understand what you're part of? So that's why I'm here today as a growth partner to make sure you guys understand, because you guys been in the model for over a year, right? And have you ever talked to agents to, like, just sit them down? No, because you're just doing your own deals, and which is nothing wrong. But as long as you know, because you're in a platform, you might as well understand the whole thing. What are you in? Why is it important? What's the value prop? Lyndon, he came up to Dallas because he wanted to meet James Huang and understand what we're doing. So when you find leaders that are willing to take the time, like Kathy and Christian, I saw them at EXP shareholders. I said, hey, I'm going to be at ICSC. Immediately, they bought their ticket to ICSC to go to the shopping center convention in Vegas, and they flew from Florida and followed me to Vegas. And that's leadership. And that's why we're here today, because Christian and Kathy decided, like, hey, you know what? We are going to be partnering with you guys because we want to grow together. We want to create something that that's important for their children as well. So that's revenue share. I hope you, there's a lot of videos on this. I listen to Gene Frederick. He does a napkin presentation. That's all he does, and he just puts it there. If you don't understand why we are a new model versus the old-fashioned model, I don't want to say traditional. The old-fashioned is where you're as an agent, you never own it. Where EXP, we are all owners. Like I said, 70% of this company is owned by agents, and that's important. And then earlier she mentioned about the 5%. You purchase 5% of the stock, and then you get 10% discount. 65% of the agents are participating in this program. You don't have to be vested, so you just automatically made 10%. So I don't know. Any other questions? I know, Simran, you're part of the mentor program with the Robin. So Robin is my tier 4.
Okay.
So Robin is my tier 4. I didn't know Robin, but she's a mentor in the EXP commercial, and she connected you through workplace or something, and that's how you guys are connected as well. So that's how this beauty is, like how everything is all interconnected, and we get to collaborate. Last night I was on another call because one of the EXP managing partners, brokers, said you need to contact Daniel if you're going to do a commercial lease. And basically I just helped her with the LOI. She's going to send me a check. She's closing on it's just, there's a lot of resources in there, right? If you just want to do more deals, then just do deals. But if you want to make more connections, make more connections. So it's just up to you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, what do you want to do? I mean, you really have to treat yourself like, if I ran my own brokerage, what it would look like. And just imagine it, how are you going to grow? Because this platform helps you retain agents, right? Because when you have stocks, when you start building a team, they're not going anywhere. Whereas my other agents in the past, they become top producers. I couldn't make them a partner. They start their own company. You don't have to anymore here because we're all part of the company together. We own it together. So I don't know where Josie's at, but she's gonna. Oh, there she is. I think Christian is next, right? Christian, talking about events, kind of plans you guys want to do. I think she had an agenda. Just want to follow it. So the EXP, one of the managing brokers, Shay, apologized he couldn't make it today. I really he was able to come, but they were short staffed today because one of the you understand who's been in the world, who uses the world to talk to brokers.
You want to get into the world?
No.
Anybody who doesn't know the world.
No, well, it's the new ones that we can go over, but if you
I don't know the world.
you got Angie, where's Angie? That's
My
why.
Angie is out. It's outside.
So we'll skip that. We're gonna talk. Actually, sorry. We're gonna have Christian and Kathy come up.
Please.
Kathy loves speaking, so I'm driving her up here.
This is another dreamer. Let me give him a big hug. He's another dreamer, and he's a builder, and he's an entrepreneur. He has lots of dreams, and love it.
Hey guys, my name is Christian Albert. This is my beautiful wife, Kathy. I am new in EXP. I'm excited to be here under the leadership of Josie Lynn and Daniel. A little bit about myself. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. My main daytime job is a general contractor. So I've been doing constructions. I do probably 2,000-3,000 projects for FEMA. Do hundreds, maybe thousands of houses. My core is retail. We do hotels, apartments, all types of airports. I just moved to Houston here about 9 months ago, and to be with my wife. I was doing a lot of construction work in Mississippi, Louisiana, and I decided to move back here to Houston. When I get back here in Houston, I didn't know what to do. I don't know if I want to be a contractor or not, because in the city of Houston here, you don't have to be a licensed contractor to be a contractor. So, I decided to follow my wife. She's a real estate agent. Say, hey, you know what? We want to build a dynasty here in Houston. We want to dominate the market here. But in order to dominate the market, what should we do? So we came up with an ecosystem. We wanted to do real estate. We wanted to do mortgage. We wanted to do title. We wanted to do construction. We wanted to do property management, and about 6-7 other things. So we pushed forward with our plans. And so within 60 days, I got my life and health, my property and casualty, my loan officer license, and my real estate license. And we started opening business. So we came in and looked into a RE/MAX. We bought a RE/MAX franchise. We bought a mortgage franchise. And, we're happy. We went through about 4 or 5 different events. And then one day we met Daniel Ang. He messed up everything. We went to the shareholders summit, and we did a lot of calculations, and we realized that, there's no growth in RE/MAX. The only thing that RE/MAX have as a competitive edge is the name. But, what can you do with the name? You got to do a lot of hard work. As a business owner, I own a lot of business. I own 14 vape shops, own multiple restaurants. I'm opening 4 more restaurants in Mississippi in the summer times, which is bought over a boba shop. We wanted to open up entrepreneur hubs in Houston. And so, I wanted to talk about one thing is about events. And early in my career, I went to a guy by the name Tony Robbins. You guys ever heard Tony Robbins?
Yes.
In 1998, I went to Tony Robbins. And that changed my life. And up to now, one thing I learned from Tony Robbins is the 3 S: the state, the strategy, the story, and the strategy. So let me share you what the 3 S means. It means is that if you're at home, you have your wife, you have your work, you have your children. So life is kind of dull, right? So your state of mind is pretty okay, right? So when your state of mind is pretty okay, what kind of story you tell yourself? man, I'm gonna go to work, I make some money, I gotta pay my bills, blah, 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 blah. So when your stories are blah, blah, then what kind of strategy do you have? Blah, blah strategies. So one thing early in my career is that I want to build my business through events, through meetings. So what I do is I put myself into an event. So I went to Tony Robbins' first event, and guess what? When I went to Tony Robbins' first event, my state of mind going from mediocre to boom, high state of mind. Suddenly I said, you know what? I want to be somebody. I want to be better. I want to make more income. I want to lose some weight. So my states are high. Now my stories are pretty better than they used to be, right? So now because my stories are better, because I want to be somebody else, guess what? I sit down and I create my strategy. In order for me to make more money, maybe I need to work an extra 2 hours. Maybe I need to go to the gym. Maybe I need to talk to more people. So after the meeting, I went back home. I implemented all the strategy. But my strategy can only sustain for so long until what? Life kicks back in. Your wife, your job, your family, your kids. Then your stakes keep lowering down. But at least you're better than back then. And then guess what? I joined Tony Robbins Platinum Partnership, which is $150,000 a year, right? And so with Tony Platinum Partnership Program, I have to go to about 12 events a year. So now every time I leave the event, my whole construction team's like, where's Christian? Where's Christian? I'm like, I'm busy, gotta go grow. So I went to Tony Robbins event, and then my stake got higher. I took all the strategy that I did back then. My story gets a little bit better because I'm getting more excited. And then now I create more strategy. I came back, implement all the strategy, and before my stake is lower, I went to another event. So I went from event to event to event. And every time I come back, guess what? I'm excited. When's the last time you guys go to the event? Anyone? How excited are you when you went to the event? Excited, right? And how long does it last? Do you guys remember what goals you guys did on that event when you guys went back? And how long did you sustain that momentum? And how much goals you guys achieve? What I did is that every event I came back, I take all the strategy, I take back and say, okay, I have 30 strategy, I did 10, I have 20 left, put the 20 back in, add in 20 more, and keep on doing that. And every time I got back, I opened a new business. I got new levels. Because why? Because I forced myself. And guess what? I booked the plane ticket 6 months in advance. I paid plane tickets. I booked the event. So when the event comes near, what was the excuse? Oh, I have closing, right? Number one excuse. Oh, I can't do it because my all kinds of excuses. But then I already spent $2,000 on the stupid event already. So now I went to the event. I'm like, damn, I'm so glad I went. Came back, implement all that strategy, and my business go from boom, 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 boom. So one thing I want to stress you guys is the 3 S, the state, the story, and the strategy. What state are you in? Are you excited? Are you depressed? And at that state, you decide who you want to be. Do you want to leave a legacy? Do you want to be a millionaire? You want to make $20,000 a month? Whatever your story is, your strategy will justify your story to become who you want to be. And so for me, I went to the summit and I said, you know what? I want to build a huge EXP team. You know why? Because every single person I bring in is a business of my own. If I open up another boba shop, I have to deal with employee, marketing, staffing, payroll, in order to make my money. What's the difference between bringing in another person who comes in, train them, mentor them, and when they make money, I make money. And guess what? As long as they make money for the rest of their life, I will make an override for the rest of my life. Yes. So the next question is, how many businesses do I want to open? How many agents do I want to bring in? Yes. 10, 20, 100, 1,000? Because why? This is my retirement plan. Yeah. One day my business closed down, I stopped making income. That's the same thing as my agent. They quit the business, I stopped making income. So my goal is to help them make more money, and the more money they make, the more money I make. Because we're in the same team. We're in the same mindset. So my goal, when I went back to that summit, is I come back, I wanted to talk to Josie and Daniel and say, hey, you know what? We have an amazing team here in Houston. But I don't see anyone. Who are they? So I said, Josie, I want to meet and greet. I see everyone here. And I want to combine work together and make money. Because yesterday we sit in with the Zillow guy. Kathy has Zillow, and we only pick up 20% of our call. That's 32 calls. And an average person picked up 60%. So we have 250 calls that we did not pick up. That's how much business that we've thrown away. Who do we have here to help us? I have no clue. The next event is going to be Build 23. That event is going to be so amazing. I mean, I look at the agenda, I look at the people training it. It's in San Antonio. It's local for us. We don't have to fly. It's January 10th to 12th, right?
Yep.
July 10th to 12th. So I challenge you guys. If you guys take this seriously, like I am, you guys have to be there. I don't care where you're at in your business. I guarantee you one thing. Your stake will increase. When your stakes increase, guess what? You have a different story. Every day you wake up, you tell the same story. You know, I tell myself, same shit, different days. We need to have something different. You need to be extreme. That's why I named my boba shop 10X Boba. I look at Calvin and Josie and Daniel. I say, man, they have the 4-letter CCIM. What the heck is that? I went and wow, that's a PhD for commercial real estate investments. And I look and say, 1 to 3 years to take the CCIM. Well, I went into the class this month. I want to get my CCIM in 3 months. Because you know what? Hey, I want to accelerate my success. I don't want delays. And whatever it takes, most people say, wow, how can you do it? You're so busy. I don't tell you guys I'm busy. That word never come out of my mouth. I have a lot of things to do, but I prioritize my time for what's important to me and my family. And so Kathy would like to talk as well.
Well, for me, I've been in real estate for about 3 years. I was with a boutique brokerage for a while, and then after finding EXP, I realized that there's so much leverage and support here that I didn't have.
in Mississippi too, right?
Yes, I did real estate 10 years ago, but it was so different from Houston real estate. So when I moved here 3 years before Christian started moving back. So I have 3 little ones, 6, 5, and 3 that I took care of, and also run real estate full-time, top producer since my first year. It was just, I was at my max, and I didn't have any support. I was just a one person, and I feel like with EXP, we can actually grow a lot bigger than like yourself. And then especially with the events, after coming back from EXP Summit, I realized that the energy, like Christian was saying, and the momentum is really important. And so we want to be able to build like a legacy and a strong foundation in Houston. And we want to be able to collaborate with everybody, like coming together, and we can help everybody. And then whatever you can actually like let us know. And yeah, we just wanted everyone to come together basically in Houston, like how Daniel created in Dallas. That would be amazing. And that's it.
Any questions, guys? Daniel?
I have a question. Can
Yes,
you
Anna.
take them back?
You can take them back. They're going to come up. He drives. He's like me. He'll drive up day trips.
Yeah, go ahead, Anna.
No, that's a question. I want to take you to Dallas.
He was a
Oh,
take
to
you.
Dallas.
Oh, take it to Dallas? We can go to Dallas every week if you guys need us to.
So events, collaborating is great. Yes, yes. Uncle, come on in. This is Kathy's father.
Yeah, my dad.
He helped me with AV. He's very great. His first meeting with me, he had 6 or 7 people meet with me the first time I met with him.
I'm retired already, but with his excited and my daughter excited, they brought me in, and then I have to take the real estate license in 1 month because of him and her. Yeah, so that's what I just want to share, with all of you. Thank you.
So it's a team effort, right? Whatever you're doing, and you when you have that level of excitement, imagine 10 Josies, imagine 10 Christian Kathys, and with the father, right? That's a whole package, and the brother, right? Brother's doing helping with photography. So they connected with one of my partners, Rick Davis, that has a photography studio doing a lot of the real estate photography, and they're helping expand that in this market. So just making those connections and providing that value creating this full circle. So I'm gonna bring up Darnell. Darnell's one of our leaders here in Houston. I got to meet him through Josie, and he's growing his group and just connecting. And I just wanted to pass the baton to you and kind of share some stuff and take lead. You got it.
Thank you. Hello everyone. My name is Darnell Fuller. It's such a privilege to be in front of you. I got news on about 8 o'clock this morning that I would be speaking. So bear with me as I put this together for you.
I know you are so cool.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about me. I am native here in Houston. Got in real estate in 2006. Got my license. I was just inspired by the person that actually sold my house. I put my house on the market and saw that commission check that agent was getting, and I was like, man, she's making a lot of money off of me on this deal. So very common story, nothing spectacular about that. But when I got into the business, I actually, just had this zeal to get rich. I wanted to make six figures. All my friends were six figures. That was the biggest thing to be able to put on your resume, that you either to yourself, feather your cap, you made six figures. So got into this space and left corporate America and came full time, joined RE/MAX, and before I knew it, all these big goals I set to make a lot of money, and to help influence a lot of people to get in this business or get in the space and form the team. Actually, I did that, and I achieved those numbers, and I was like, man, let me see if I can bring some people on and form a team and duplicate myself. Very successful with that. Actually hit all type of awards, influenced a lot of people, got a lot of people in the business. And next thing I know, people start calling me saying, hey man, I want to come join your office. Now remind you, I'm an agent, I'm not the broker or the owner. I want to come join your office and get to learn, it seems like you guys are doing big things over there. So before I know it, all these people, I'm not even recruiting on my team. I'm just, turning them on to the brokerage. It's a RE/MAX franchise, by the way. And its office numbers were stagnant at the time, and all of a sudden it started growing, and a friend telling a friend about the business, and you name it, and I'm sitting back, I'm like, wow, these guys are making, they're doing really well. The owners offer me, and I'm paying my dues, and I'm not getting anything back in return. I was like, man, that doesn't really feel too good. You know what I mean? However, I was happy. I was happy to see the office grow. I was happy to see us expand, and my team was growing. We were really doing well. So fast forward, I don't really need this mic.
Why do you need
No, because
Can you hear me?
he is recording.
Oh, he's recording. Okay, good. First of all, I did not get a chance to say, I love your new office, Josie. Y'all give a round of applause for Josie and her new office. This is amazing. And
We'll see her kitchen next door in a minute.
This is beautiful. You've done a great job. And I did not even get a chance to thank Daniel. Daniel, for all that you've done for us as well, too, by the way. He's been a very strong support for me since I've been in EXP. I can't tell you the number of times I've had to call him. I'll get back to my story. The number of times I've had to call him and just lean on him for insight, for information, to recruit someone. Just an amazing leader. And that's just been just very inspirational to me. So thank you, by the way, for that. So picking up where I left off. So I wanted to get rich. And of course, my influence in this office, I started to realize that, wow, we're really doing big things here at this office. We became the largest brokerage in the RE/MAX franchise and just really went off to do very well. To find out later that, my bills were continuing to get about, the fees at the franchise was getting higher, and some management changes happened, and I said, well, maybe it's the time right now for me to look at buying my own franchise. So I did. I went and bought a RE/MAX franchise and did not understand the philosophy of the brokerage. I just wanted to bring people together and help everyone, be successful in this space. and got over to Remax just to find out that the old school model was broken. And I had no idea that you would be stagnant, with the old school model. By show of hands, who's familiar with Amazon? Who has an Amazon account? You got an Amazon account? Okay. All right. So have you ever seen the Amazon commercials?
Yeah.
You have? You seen the commercial? I've never seen the commercial. Amazon before, when they got started, was word of mouth.
Yeah.
Everything was word of mouth. Who has a Netflix account? Everybody. Have you ever seen a Netflix commercial? No? So Netflix has done everything by word of mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And who's ever seen a Facebook? Who's got Facebook? You familiar with Facebook? Okay. Have you ever seen a Facebook commercial? You may see one now, but Facebook. To be honest with you, they're gangster. You know what I mean? They're real gangster. They actually tell you to get to upload your contact list, your friends, and share your friends, right? Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, you're sharing, hey, join me on Facebook and your friends. Right. It was all free. It was all good at first, right? Then all of a sudden, they start hitting you with this what? Now you got to pay to communicate with your friends. Word of mouth is so powerful. I didn't understand the power of networking, right? So I began to look at Remax, and I'm like, you know what? The balloon really wasn't the commercials. It was the people. It was guys like me that was actually sharing by word of mouth that was continuing to help these franchises grow.
And got nothing.
And right.
And I got, you know what? I got disciplined by Remax, and I'm not allowed to use Max forever.
Yeah. Well, good.
You need to learn my story. And also any agents, any name brand agents, when they are getting complaint, they got immediate shut down.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I want to share with you. I have my story, a long one.
So
what Darnell is saying is right here.
Hold on, I'm gonna do
I
that.
know. Oh, okay, all right.
There you go. So, thank you, though. So, while I was there at the brokerage, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to really grow and expand due to some things that we all know about with the Remax. I mean, with the traditional way of doing things. And everybody kept talking about EXP. I kept hearing more about EXP, and they said, "Oh man, it's a pyramid. It's a pyramid. It's a pyramid, right?" So I began to. Now they were new on the scene, right? I knew that they were new. No. You did good. So they were new on the scene, and I said to myself, would you like to know the Jeff Bezos, the 1994 Jeff Bezos, or would you like to know the 2023 Bezos? Which Jeff Bezos would you like to actually, when you join Amazon, would you like to be at the beginning or today?
Beginning.
Yeah, you want the Jeff when he's just getting started. Why? Because the money, the opportunity is in the growth, right? Netflix, when they came in, if you bought a Netflix account or stock at the beginning, today, you wouldn't be in this room, right? So I'm like, man, I better look at this EXP deal. And the reason why I looked at EXP, because Josie, I went to buy her business. I did. I called her downstairs. I said, listen, I'm here to buy your business. Didn't I? Remax.
Yes, right.
I did. I told her, I said, I'm going to buy your business. And she said, you can have it. She did. She said, I just sold it to someone, but you can actually,
I gave away.
Call me.
Sorry.
Yeah. I would, and so that's when I heard about EXP. I said, I better listen to her because she knows what she's talking about. And I didn't even know her that well. We just did a few transactions and whatever. Right. But it wasn't like but I knew that she had been with Remax for a long time. But I actually came over to buy her business to learn more about EXP. And that's when I put it together and said, these guys are onto something. And I said, what is it about a pyramid that scares everyone? I looked at the Remax deal. What do we have? We have the CEO, we have the international, we have the regional, and we have the brokers, owners, and then we have the agents, right? Isn't that a pyramid?
Yes.
Okay. So if that's a pyramid, I said to myself, I said, well, the guys here at the bottom, is there something wrong with making money at the top? Is there anything wrong with the pyramid? The person at the top gets all the what? They say everyone at the top makes most of the money, right?
Yeah.
So once I realized that the guys at the top in this company was making money off of me, I said, wow. In the traditional ways of doing things, I said, well, what EXP is doing, they flipped it. This is you. So this is you.
Now Josie knows why I need a whiteboard.
Oh, our whiteboard arrived.
I need a big one.
But you know, it's not unpacked yet.
I mean, at the traditional brokerage, I met a lot of people and I brought a lot of people on. I didn't receive any commissions or anything from that when I was at the traditional brokerage.
No.
I then decided here I am influencing this company, but I'm not getting any compensation. Some people left my team and went on to do other things with other brokerages and so forth. I've never received any kind of $50 coupon or anything. I said, well, hey man, this is, they moved on, still doing well, as a matter of fact, in real estate. I've never received a penny from it. Of course, a thank you is always nice, but I said, man, this is...
Well, only thank you. Talk is cheap.
Exactly. So, remind you, when I sat back and I said, well, you know what? What's a good restaurant, a good steak restaurant? Give me a good steak. Who is it?
Fogo de Chao?
Fogo de Chao. Okay. Give me one. Taste of Texas. Okay. If you were to recommend me, you said, I'm looking for a restaurant, you were to say, hey, and I say, hey, what's your name? Shala. If I said, Shala, recommend a restaurant, and you said Fogo de Chao, and I go to Fogo de Chao, how would it feel if Fogo de Chao actually, I paid $200, my wife and I, we went there, we had a nice meal, and Fogo de Chao gave you $50, or a portion, how about that? We put a portion of my bill that gave it to you for the recommendation. How often would you recommend Fogo de Chao?
Well, they would have, you flow it in pretty consistently.
That's right. They gave you a portion of my $200 bill. You would recommend Fogo de Chao often, wouldn't you? Right? So that's how word of mouth is, but you're doing it for someone else's business. Why not do it for yourself? Right? That's what this model began to show me, that why not benefit yourself of your own referral or your own relationships, right? So for me, a referral, if there's a good movie and you refer a good movie on Netflix, and then if they say, hey, for that referral, how about we give you a portion of that commission? Well, this is what EXP is allowing us to do. It's allowing us to have influence. Use your influence and your hard work, your communication. You're on the other side of a transaction. They're saying, hey, we're going to give you some skin in the game, right? And by the way, you don't have the responsibility as a brokerage. It's giving you the opportunity to actually just share how the company has to work. They talk to you about all the benefits and all that good stuff, but just to share it with a friend, and if it works for them, they come under you. Let's say if this is James and this is Ricky, you make a percentage of whatever they do within however the system works, right? I still don't know how the system works.
Same here. Okay? Don't worry about it. Just call Daniel. Yes.
But guess what? At least people that I bring in, that I'm a part of that group, and I actually can create my culture that I want to form within my group. And it was such a beautiful layout. And then, who knows the definition of poor? POOR. You know the definition of poor? Passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Very good. We have to memorize that, put a tape there.
Okay? This is an opportunity that most people don't see it as an opportunity that they're passing over because they're so stuck in their old ways of doing things. And when I said that passing over the opportunities repeatedly, when I heard, I said, well, that can't happen to me again, because I had already seen the old way of doing things, right? So I know where that was going to get me. Could I get rich? Absolutely. We've made plenty of money in this space, but this is wealth. It's a wealth chart, is what they allow, right? Is that okay if I say that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
So to me, the game changer for my life has been that EXP is offering me the opportunity to share my influences, my relationships that I have, to join this network or to come under our umbrella, to form a culture, to form a group. I will say this. John Paul Getty, a billionaire, said, I'd rather earn 1% from 100 men rather than 1% or 100% from one man.
Good.
In other words, 1%, this is a billionaire, is what we're looking at here. We're working in an industry that there isn't, if you're not making some type of investment for passive income or cash flow or something for yourself, for your future, no one's doing that for you. There's only a few vehicles that will allow you to do that. EXP has allowed us to do just that for ourselves in this space. It's an amazing opportunity. I'm going to do more of it, as I see more recruiting, because I believe that when you know something is good and that's morally good, you have a responsibility and obligation to share. That's my true belief. When you know this is for the greater good for our industry, you should share it. It's your responsibility if you believe in it. If you don't, okay, good. But do understand that there isn't a better vehicle right now than a pyramid. I'm here to tell you.
Thank you.
You don't like that word, do you?
No, it is. Because that's
We have to embrace the truth.
That is. That's the truth.
Okay.
I mean, that's.
It's my turn. Sorry. You know what? I try to occupy the most time because I want to. I'm kind of having some crazy idea for the future strategy. Okay. Today I'm going to. I think, like what I say, we want to under the same umbrella, and we want to work together. But how we can? Most of us are owning lots of agents. They came from other office and try to initiate their own office. So we are having A brand, B brand, C brand, all mom and pop shop. And mom and pop shop actually, yes, because of EXP, we connect together. And because of, inspiration by Christian, I make my call, decided to share more. Because the sharing, for me, I want to share with you, this is my territory here. I want to share all of you about this territory. This is a university center. This is where you are located. I'm not only an agent, I'm the principal of All Red Dot project. Okay, so that's meaning I don't chase deals because people need to come to me, right? But I go through this. I'm not a taxi driver anymore. People need to come to me. So I want you not being a taxi driver ever. I want people to come to you. So I want to share my idea and opportunity to have you guys to work together Okay, when I was one of the reasons why I jump off the Remax brand is I don't want to keep arguing with my agent. Say, hey, the split of a 20% or 30% or 10% or a monthly fee, because that's I feel like I'm a debt collector. But think about that. If I have a deal, I say, hey, Lyndon, can I refer you a deal? And can I collect you 25%? You will be more than happy to say yes. Why not? But actually, your broker did the same thing. Split you with you about 25%, 30%. But you're not happy because there's a layers. You feel like, oh, you just want to get my money. So my point is how I want to create a pipeline. Okay, right now, all the Red Dot project having almost like a 70 millions value. Okay, and I'm the sole managing member. That's meaning I can say yes or no for my project. And my partner, all my partners are limited partner. But when I'm doing this, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, when I started the first one, and this is from nothing. When my upline told me, hey, do you want to start this business? Do you want to buy do you want to become like a agent of a KT Chinatown? I'm the one who changed to Asian Town. And I say, yeah, wonderful. $150,000 square feet for lease. Oh my gosh, every agent dream about that. And the next turn is you need to buy one building. I said, what? You know, $100,000? Where can 10 mil? More than 10 mil, where can I get it? So I start to do my syndication. I do my equity partnership. And I got a lot of support from my investor. I believe if you are a successful agent, you got to have a lot of investor. And I'm very good in numbers. So later I'm going to show you the numbers. So I start to write because my background was economic and also management. And I have a passion with the Excel. So I start to create my numbers, make sense. Because when I became a partner, you know, managing managing member, I'm liable for the loan, I'm liable for all the risk. So I have to know if this is the right thing to do. So I keep doing it. When I do the first one, and then she told me, hey, I'm going to sell this to Petside. Do you want to get it? Or I'm going to sell to somebody else's. I said, oh man, you want to sell to somebody else's, and I'm the one who spent all the money for the marketing. Then you want to sell to somebody else's, just like your ring, the stone is going to be stolen. Right? So I just say no, so I start to do my equity partnership again. Do you know it's hard? Without having a property ownership, you have to get, hey, Ricky, can you give me like a $300,000? Lyndon, can you give me like a $100,000? But I don't know how I did it. But anyway, I did it. And actually in the past 6 years, I literally generate, I found almost like a 20 mil.
Wow.
Okay, but I want to share with you. So if you want to learn the gimmick inside, I can share with you. Because now I have to say, in this whole room, besides Jean, probably we are the senior level. Okay? And I don't have an energy like a Christian or energy like, Daniel. I want to in the back seat. I want to share more opportunity to our agents. When I have this one, I was so how can I say? I was so tired because you know what? You are having about like a $5 million loan. You don't have an income. You don't have an income cash stream. You are killing yourself. So I have to start to do because I didn't do enough reserve. So very stupid because that's the first experience. So I don't know what to do. And I just need to find some vision. I need to find something. I feel more comfortable. Otherwise, for making money, honestly, I can go back to be an agent and then, I don't need a big vision or mission. And I have a lot of my rental property. At that time, when I do that, I have a 10 rental property already. So I should be very easy for my retirement. But end up, I think about that. This is a lot of people heard about my stories. I suddenly realized my kids cannot go back to Taiwan. I'm from Taiwan. And what's the problem? Because I'm the first generation of the immigrant. And I have been in Chinatown for so long. I have already saw so many people, so many mom and pop shop, they keep changing. Okay? Because they came here, try to get their American dream come true. But they have no support. Because they don't have a generation by generation support. If we are here for another 5 generation, probably we can help each other. We can do the same thing like in Beijing, like in Taipei. So I create another idea. I try to create this. Hold on. This one called as United Marketing Alliance. Because I'm proud of the Asian, heritage. So I created as United Marketing Alliance, just like Star Alliance, like you are flying, And why you need to be alliance? Because we are under same umbrella. Okay, so we help the members. This is B2C. The partner is B2B. Okay, we are all partner side. Member is the B2C side. For example, any store, they are B2C side. We help them to do the marketing. For example, like Kevin, the other day you do the marketing for KD Asian Town for us. So same thing. We do that, and then we create our own pipeline. If you want to learn more about this, go ahead to go to asunitedmarketing.com. That is my website. And this has become my mission. Why this is the mission? Because we are not a Chamber of Commerce. We are not ARIA anymore. Because when you go to those Chamber of Commerce, we just spend money and then, hey, have a lunch with you and whatever. We are not doing business together. We don't have a project together. And when I found out, like an EXP, and they create a mission for us, saying, okay, we share our benefit to other people. And also, this one is called share economy. I try to share economy, share our power. Let's make it very simple. For example, the other day I tried to see Houston Chronicles ad. They are having like a $3,000 for one page of ad at the time. So can that small store afford $3,000? No, right? So, but because we are alliance, we can do like 10 of them together. We share each one, and we still have a very nice design. We are going to be in the same page. So that's wonderful. And whenever we start to do our building, whenever we start to do our new construction, we bring the whole group together. Hey, I'm going to have a new area to open. Do you want to come? Because they are our members. So that is my goal. And I'm building up the entrepreneur platform. And luckily, I just found the matching one, the EXP. So I think this is powerful. Okay, so that is my dream. And I never make any wishes in my whole life. Everything I've been doing is just out of accident. I can tell you, my first wish in my life is marry a guy at the age 26, and he need to be 15 centimeters higher than me. Okay? That's my first wish. I did get it come true. Okay? All right. But this is my second. But this is my goal. Because this one, I know I can benefit so many kids. Because, I talked to, when I talked in front of the other day, the Dash event, I say I'm the mother goose. And I'm willing to sit in the back seat. Because all the agents, you got a pen of logistic. You are running around because you are good sales. You don't have energy to take care of the back. Okay, so that's why I want to share with you what I'm going to do for my part. Okay, this picture can cheat a lot of people. And I love it. All right? Okay, I want to say this is called success breeds success. This actually, I probably stole this sayings from Remax, I think. They say 10 years ago they have a similar one. But why I say success, I dare to say I have a success brokerage location. And I want to invite a successful agent to be part of my partner. I don't want to run solo anymore. I tell you, I want to have a partner to leverage each other together. Okay, here, the UMRE advantage is traditional plus disruptive. Why? Disruptive is EXP. Traditional is we have a location. We have a 2 sound location. One is Chinatown. One is KD Asian Town. And collaborate to growth. Okay? And that is so we have a lot of stuff I'm working on. And I want to share with you, this is my ultimate goal. This is my ultimate goal. Because I want to get into like as United Marketing Alliance, try to collaborate all the entrepreneurs together, make them to have a resource to find the right help. For example, if we need a coaching, if we need to have a logistic, if we need to have any type of support, we can go to as United Marketing Alliance. But unfortunately, Asian is very practical because we came here for American Dream. Money is very important. So that's why we have to look at that. So this is my central concept. This is the GIO. Okay, I have my property management company. I have my real estate group. And those are the GIOs to run. And then I want to have a more equity partnership to support our job. And then based on that, we can have this role. And my ultimate goal is getting the as United Marketing Alliance became like a entrepreneur hub. People, when they need help, support for their business, we can provide them coaching, accounting, logistic, or whatever. Okay, so this is about network. And actually, this is matching with EXP's concept. The difference is EXP mainly give us the platform. And Josie is more small scale. I try to create it from the business side. I try to benefit everybody immediately. So I say like a shared economy, I figure out shared economy is the most important thing in today's world, because you can only if you have a tons of money. Otherwise, even though you have a tons of money, you have to have a people. Okay, so I do the shared economy. For example, we do Amount to Go. What is Amount to Go? I do Amount to Go for this center. There are 35 stores. You saw that there's a sign out there. 35 stores can literally help. We can help them to deliver 35 stores in one order, and that was happened last year. No, that happened in 2019 during the pandemic because I helped my people, my tenants, because I forced them, I threatened them. I say, if you don't join my Amount to Go, sorry, you cannot defer your rent. So, I am so lucky. I have this base. I can manipulate. Okay, so I do Amount to Go. Now I'm doing Ama Kitchen. So later I'm going to invite you to take a look about Ama Kitchen. But however, this is one thing. There are so many I can say, but I want to tell you how I'm going to sell my business to you here. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, right now I will share with you. I want to recruit partners. If you want to become my partners, I'm going to release 30% of my company. Okay, if you want to join my company, your last year transaction need to be, if you are more than 250,000, you have to contribute 3% of interest. And then this is the criteria. And so this is the interesting part. So now it's time to look at what's the benefit? What's the benefit to become my partner? Location, I think nobody will doubt it. Am I right? Nobody will doubt it. And the good thing is, this is the number-wise here. Do you anybody like numbers?
And this applies to, you don't have to be in Josie's RevShare organization. As long as you're an EXP, this can apply to you as well.
Yeah, it's not, you don't need to be my direct line. You can be okay, this is my project here. Okay, let me put this way. Right now, I'm offering 1.68 million. Commission, sit there. If you are my team, you can be my team. How can I do it? You become like a listing site. Just like when you are doing open house. You go to open house, right? You go to open house, and then open house, why you need to go to open house? Because you need to show your face. You need to have you cannot just drive around. At least you need to have a vehicle to become taxi driver. So this can be your vehicle. So, but by vesting with the listing side, you can get opportunity to earn 1.68 million. And there are different things. If you want to look at the details, because I think money is more realistic. You can keep getting referral, but you don't have a pipeline. This one is pipeline. Okay, so if you want to become part of my member, that would be great. Because I don't need to sit there and wait forever, because no matter how, people will come to me. This is my project. People will come to me because I have a product. My product is in a good location. So there's no doubt. Okay, so I want to share with you. Then, how am I going to do? What's the benefit of you? Okay, let's look at this. I am trying to evaluate my company value, probably say $500,000 worth. I believe my company should worth more than that. But anyway, I say $500,000. Okay, if you have already produced 250,000 last year, and then you are qualified for 3% of acquisition. 3% of the acquisition is you are going to give me like a $15,000. You need to put into the pools. So I can help to put you together, do the marketing. Okay? And then here, this is something I want to share with you, because some of you own the business. Right now, the expense for both office is cost about $462. That's almost $500,000. Operation, and then I only put 2 staff. One is an assistant for front desk, and you can see their salary is pretty low. Okay? And then we have accounting staff. Okay, I only put them part-time together. So we are talking about 462, and this is the practical situation. I'm a number person. I show you the number, and then you can tell me, is that making sense to you or not? Okay, then here, the income part. How can we do the income? If you run your solo, for example, you do 10 mil, and you look at that, you can get the net commission. Because when you are UMRE group member, you need to contribute 10% of your profit, your commission to the company. So if you look at that, if you are doing by your own, you make 255 when your production is 10 mil. But what is the yellow one means? UMRE referral, because I'm going to start to create campaign. We can attract a lot of leads. For example, like Kathy, you say you have a lot of leads, and you can sell your leads. And I'm the one who is going to recruit more agents. Let them take over the leads. Because if you are agent, if you are broker before, you know it's hard to assign leads because you are too busy to do your production. How can you have a time to assign leads? Right? So you need to have somebody in the back seat. I'm going to be in the back seat. All right. So what I'm going to do is if you have a referral leads, this is involve a lot of calculation. So you sell the leads, get a 25%, and then 10% need to contribute to UMRE again. So an in-house project, if you are my partner, I offer you 4% of my project for you to. But if you are the member, UMRE member only, you are not partner. You don't do any contribution. You can get extra 0.5%. If you sell my project, okay? And then go on. And passive income side, if the partner refer the leads, 10,000, if I refer the lead 1 million, okay, to someone, for example, I refer a lead for you, Ricky, I get a 25%, right? And your 25%, and I get a 25%, but my 25%, I need to give UMRE 10%. So this is the number how it comes from. And then also partner co-op sales. How can I say? For example, I have a deal with you, Lyndon, and then we work together. So we have because I'm the owner of the leads, because I brought my leads, so I charge 20%. And then because I put my hands on, so I work together with you. The rest of the money, we put half and half. That's a very typical CRE we are doing. So based on that number, so everything I put together, and also company revenue share. What is a company revenue share? The office referral. For example, we got a phone call and then we have a company referral. We share to agent. And then that leads will get 25% to the company, right? I gave you the leads and then you have to pay 25% to the company. It's not my personal one. So that is going to be that. And also the member split. What is a member split? For example, you are talking about the agent. We have the whole team agent. We have probably 20 agents, but 10 of them are productive. And 10 of them, they are productive. And then we put like a 6, so those agents, 20 agents make about $600,000 commission. And that $600,000 commission, we have to split 20% at the cap for EXP. Then the rest of them, they have to split 10% to EXP, to UMRE group. So based on that calculation, you can see all the yellow one. And there's some more, I didn't put it up. For example, the office rent. Right now, we have a lot of office space left. You can lease the space. Okay, so you put together here. If you run your own brokerage, this is the number I want to share with you. For 18,000 square feet, okay? You probably need to operate for 171,000. Monthly, you need to get about 14,000. It is kind of more and less. But I believe all the number makes sense because I've been in the operation for a long time. Okay, but by doing that, by joint venture together, here's the things. Your obligation monthly, besides your initial contribution, you have to pay like $1,200 per month if you are a partner. Of course, I haven't talked about member yet. Okay, for partner, so that's the 12,000. So how much are you releasing? 11,000, and now the if you own your own, 14,000.
1100.
Yeah. So actually, cost saving you have a minus 90%. So do you really want to own your own company? Think twice, because you need to manage more people, and you need to you know what? Even you spend $300,000 to me, I'm not going to be your manager. But when you are my partner, I'm your manager. I can help you to take care of a lot of stuff at the back. Okay? And here, there's another thing. See, this is the yellow part. What is the yellow part meaning? The yellow part meaning the one because we form the UMRE group. Then we get into the revenue share, just like what you're saying here, the yellow one here. So this yellow one actually coming up make you additional 10%, no, additional 100,000. So look at that. By solo, you are 255. By additional, it's 357. Okay, and this is you make increase your money almost like a 40% more. So my value is my location, my project, and also myself. Okay, so you are more than welcome to talk to me if you like to, because now I release 30%. You never know what I'm going to do next. And probably one day I decided to sell the whole company. I don't know. Because right now, what I want to do is try to invite any capable one. If you want to keep going on the road to be the mom and pop, think about how long you need to build yourself, become a EXP or become a Remax or become any kind of big company. That's hard. And my next step, okay, this is my invitation to you. But if you say, Josie, I'm not qualified for 250 yet, that's fine. We talk about different things. We talk about how to, and then I will start to generate a lot of leads. And I start to passing on the leads. I massage the leads. So that is going to be easier for you, and you can have your more time. So that's one of the reasons I get rid of my brokerage business. Because I don't want to, I want to utilize my time efficiently. Okay? And also, you will be the first one always getting to my project. And I have a lot of projects on the way. And also, I want to share with you, in the middle of July, I'm going to fly back to Taiwan. And I'm going to form a company for Asian Hub. The Asian Hub meaning local service from Asia to US. Because I figure out there are so many demands in Asia for industrial relocation, for branding, exporting. There are so many demands out there, but they can only reach their local leads. So if I get everything set up at a certain point, I am going to I'm going to schedule some time for our transmission to do the roadshow. And I will fly back to Taipei. I will stay there for 4 to 6, and 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to visit China. Taipei, Kaohsiung, there's a group of builder group. I literally show them something. And then they like to, so there are tons of money want to bring in. And the good thing is, I don't want to compete with the mainstream like Shang. I don't want to because we don't have enough network and resource. But we want to fully utilize our multicultural background. Okay, we are bilingual. We have our niche. But at the end of the day, we want to train nice CRE agents and then help them to serve people. Because otherwise, you always taxi driver. And we only get the chips. We cannot get the whole piece. Okay, so let me know if you have any question. Any question?
Can I bring you to Dallas with me?
Yeah, if you are interested, talk to me. Okay? I sincerely, because a lot of people I invited today, you guys are my candidate, and I really want to have a chance to partner with you. Okay? Let me know, and then you can challenge me, what are you going to do with this money, blah, 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 blah. That's okay. I have a full plan. All right? So I appreciate your attending, and also I want to invite you guys to go next door, to go to our Ama Kitchen. That is a new experiment for me, and my goal for that is I want to open mini Chinatown in the entire, state. And with the EXP, network, with the network I want to start with, that is going to be, hello, yeah.
Can you explain us the Ama Kitchen, how the concept works, and so we know?
Yeah, I will let you know how to do it. And then,
No. Explain what it is. What is it?
oh, okay. Ama Kitchen. The Ama Kitchen. This is Ama Kitchen. Okay, the Ama Kitchen actually is Ghost Kitchen plus, it's Ghost Kitchen plus food court, food hall. Okay, have you ever ordered to go, right? Like a Uber Eats or something, you can order, for example, you like the Changwang, you can only order Changwang for one ticket. You want to have a Ding Ti, you have to order another ticket. But what I'm doing is I centralize the Ama Kitchen, centralize ordering system. Right now, the Ama Kitchen have 14 kitchens. What is Ghost Kitchen? How many of you didn't know what is the Ghost Kitchen? Okay, Ghost Kitchen meaning you cannot see where's the kitchen. For example, you order Chick-fil-A. You saw it's from your next door. Actually, it's not. Actually, probably from another restaurant, another like a ghost kitchen inside an industrial building. So that's the ghost kitchen meaning. So, but most of the ghost kitchen happen in the industrial. And I was too crazy because, be honest with you, because nobody touched the four units out there. And I feel like exhausted. Okay, and desperate. So I think twice, what is the good thing? So at the beginning, I was thinking about doing the food court because I think, hey, this is good. I can have people to start their business in small scale, money-wise, so small scale. Because when you open a kitchen, a restaurant, you have to pay about $500,000 to build out. But when you are doing the food court, you probably only need to spend about like 50,000. So easy to start business. But end up, because I got everything right up and everything done, and end up, you know what happened? Pandemic hit. So when pandemic hit, I got another idea to do Ghost Kitchen. So I changed my plan. So now all the business owner can start their business at the money of $11,000. You only need to pay $11,000. You got everything equipped. Just like an EXP, you got you equipped. You can do business right away. So they only need to bring in their stuff into it. They only need to bring their cookware. That's it. And then we control the marketing. We control the central ordering system. We manage the place. We do all the POS. So that's the beauty of it. They only need to focus on their food. If you go to eat our food, you will figure out the food is hot and nice because and my people got bored there because they feel like besides cooking, they have nothing to do. So we have to think about what to do. And later on we will start. And this is great for it's kind of like an incubator. So now I'm opening like I will offer 14 kitchen opportunity there. But if you want to know the profit model, you are more than welcome to talk to me. I will share with you. And my future goal is we want to offer this opportunity to the agent in all over the state. And then what I'm going to do is I give them a fracture of the ownership. For example, you want to be you are opening one in for example in $1 or something, and then the agent who found the location, they can get the money of the commission. They can also get partial of the ownership if they want to put their feet wet. So then we are doing business together. We are going to be a very good winning circle together. And you are not only making tips from your real estate service. You are going to make more than your real estate service. So that's why I want to share my partnership. I want to share more because I know I have a lot of room to grow. With your understanding, recognition, and support, we can grow together. We can share profit together. And also, I'm the new franchisee of a Regus office. So I'm experiencing different business model. And I'm going to share. So there's a lot of opportunities. Okay? Did I answer the question? Okay. So, and that's go to eat and go to hang out there. Hold on.
Yeah, so the event next door is really, we started a AHA Club, which is agents helping agents. It's not an EXP event. So it's really realtors and professionals coming together, just a network. So it's not meant to be like, oh, come join us and things like that. You meet that agent, you can schedule it on your own time. But it's really just to meet other agents that are coming in. We pushed it out on Facebook and social media and, just get to know people. But also look at our project. It can be in the Latino community because I have that Irving property I have is 10,000 square feet. It'd be great for this concept as well. But she's already had that whole platform. You just R&D, rip off and duplicate, but also partner up.
Yes, right. And if you want to know all the figures I'm working with,
or you want to know what is the 1.7 million commission, where are they? Let me know. I am more than happy to share with you. Okay, I need people to help me to sell them. There are so many opportunities. Okay? Let's go.
All right, just network. Make sure you have a name tag. Just network, talk to each other. Dallas team, please make sure you make some contacts. Get those referrals, connect. All right, thank you.